All right, we're ready to start the public hearing on 33 Colchester. Before you start, what I would like to say is we scheduled a site walk yesterday morning. And I've been serving on the planning board for 17 years. I've attended hundreds of site walks, hundreds of them. This is the first time that no one from the applicant's side showed up at the site walk. We had no one to talk to. We had no documents to review. We always go through a site walk first before we schedule a public hearing. Otherwise, you're putting the cart before the horse. We like to see what's on the site and relate what's on the site in the real world to what we're seeing in the drawings. We saw nothing. I'm going to call for a vote to continue this hearing without going through the review, because I'm not going to review things on paper that don't relate to anything in the real world. We're going to reschedule the site walk, and somebody from the applicant's team had better be there at the next site walk. That's all I have to say. Do I have a motion to continue the hearing?
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Aye.
Objection on the record, Dr. Lisa Jacobs, Marilyn Jacobs.
We're
I'm
closing.
serving you the notices.
What notices?
Basically, your attorney gave me notice this afternoon that this particular hearing was canceled, and the idea is the following.
It's not canceled, it's continued.
Weston residents, namely the abutters, were told by me not to come tonight because it was supposedly canceled. It's not fair for you to open up the hearing
We are continuing
without
it.
us having our standard opportunity to voice our concerns, our inquiries, etc., like you normally do on videotape. And what I'd like to say at this point, I have the support of the Morleys and also the Watkins and me and her with regard to the 10%.
We're not
rule.
hearing any testimony tonight. They're not presenting it.
delaying.
We're continuing it until we can have the site walk and then have the hearing where we hear the presentation. So we're not reviewing anything
And
tonight.
I'm objecting to the scheduling of 10:30 p.m. tonight, which is outrageous per the Town of Wellesley Planning Department, which is inappropriate for senior citizens. Their planning commission meeting took place yesterday from 7 to 9:15. 10:30 p.m. is outrageous. Joe and Faith morally object to it, who are senior citizens. My mother objects to it, who's a senior citizen. I'm also older. And I request that in light of Alan Watkins and me and her being available for this site walk yesterday, where we agree that nobody showed, that it be arranged at our convenience.
Those of us on the planning board.
Nobody from the applicant side showed, so that meant that Alan, I, and my mother all wasted our time. Well, we're in a butter, and therefore, as you know, under the two recent appellate 2012 cases, we have standing to legally object. And what I'm doing is giving you notice that I'll be at the Superior Court and also the SJC. And in addition, I'm already at the federal court suing the town of Weston with two cases where Jackie Haas, who attended Harvard Law School, has already said the town of Weston has lost, including Tamlin Levin, as well as the town of Weston Council. So this gives you notice here of the lawsuits in federal court, and you know you can be attached as individuals for continuing the discrimination, retaliation, the intimidation, the coercion. We're not even getting notice regarding the Environmental Conservation Commission meeting that took place. But what I would like from you, one little request, is that you give her the notice of your written decision in writing so that I can go to the Superior Court, so that I can then go to the SJC as an Ivy League educated woman. And for the record, the Jacobs family is educated at Harvard, Yale, and Columbia, and we set the case law in Washington, D.C. for discrimination and retaliation laws.
You'll have to do what you think is best. What are we going to continue the hearing?
And I think also people have not had time to look at the site plan the Morleys in particular, and we'd like an extension of time in order to do
Well,
so.
that's
what
exactly,
you're
That's what we're doing.
exactly what we just did.
Yeah.
I know, but you're proposing the 17th at 9:45, which is objectionable in terms of time,
I
and I'm
don't
also
believe-
saying
She
that
hasn't said
people
anything
need
yet.
some
That's not
time to
true.
review the
Excuse
plans,
me.
as well as to get
Excuse me.
organized as a
That's
community.
not true. We
Okay,
have not
so
said.
sidewalk.
But I hear you,
Wait.
just a minute. I hear your concern that, because of the age of a lot of the abutters, that having it earlier in the evening would be better for them.
Right.
Am I correct on
Yes.
that? Okay, I hear that concern. Now, I want you to know, we started this meeting at 7 o'clock. We've been here for the last 4 hours, almost 4 hours. All right? We don't, do any discrimination putting certain people late or not. We try to fit in a lot of material. So, hold on a second. We're going to, find out when we can fit it in with an interest, because I think it's probably okay with everybody. I don't think there's any objections there. Trying to do it on an earlier time. Am I right?
What date and time?
Okay,
Betsy?
so sidewalk could be either September 9th at 8 in the morning or September 16th at 8 in the morning.
Doesn't matter to me.
I can't wait tonight.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, both Tuesdays.
The 16th? Would the 16th work for you? Pardon?
I'll let the board.
And it's going to be, it has to be the architectural designer, landscape designer, and civil engineer. Have you had an intake with our consultants yet? Okay.
We've actually revised the plan dramatically from our original
Yeah.
design.
I met with him initially, and then,
But we haven't.
right.
So
So
what time?
architectural
Well, I'm trying,
lands,
so. I did try to allow me to have spoken, but I won't say anything further.
It's the first time.
I'm sorry, sir.
okay, so architectural, landscape, and engineering. Steve can't attend the 9th, can you attend the 16th at 8 in the
Yes.
morning?
Yeah, we all said yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's go for this, so the site visit is the 16th at 8 a.m. And the continuation, the continuation could be 10:15 on September 17th.
Can we do it earlier?
Or if the board wanted to accommodate and meet at 7 on the 17th, we could put it in at 7:15 on the 17th.
7:15.
Okay,
Our normal meeting times start at 7:30, so.
okay.
We're making an accommodation for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so 7:15 p.m. On the 17th.
I'm sure the Morleys will appreciate it. They wouldn't feel up to coming out this late at night.
Sometimes I don't either,
All right,
but we're here.
So, does
good,
that work for you?
good. We're all set
Okay.
then. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Just drop something.
Do you have the plans so we could review them?
They're on file in the office.
Okay, we'd like a certified copy of that. If you could limit it to 10% or less, we have 3 abutters objecting. And in general, 10% or less is the long-standing rule. That is what they would be more likely to put through.
Do you have an email I can send them to you electronically?
Sure. It's Lisa Jacobs, number 8 at hotmail.com.
Jacobs8. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Bemis.
Good night, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
And then, I think that's it.
Motion to.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Uh,
I just didn't want